Good evening. Failures at Costa Coffee have been blamed for the death of a vivacious and caring 13-year-old girl who suffered an allergic reaction to one of their hot chocolates. Hannah Jacobs had a severe dairy allergy and died within hours of taking a sip of the drink, which contained cow's milk rather than soya. A coroner today ruled that a failure to follow processes for discussing allergies, combined with poor communication between the barista and Hannah's mother, led to her death in February last year. Following the inquest, her mother said Hannah had everything to live for and called for better allergen safety training. Amy Lewis has the details.
Hannah Jacobs was full of life and promise. But at just 13 years old, she died after suffering a severe allergic reaction because of a major failure at a Costa Coffee shop. Outside her inquest, Hannah's mother clutched her photo as her statement was read out.
Hannah loved life. She was a vivacious, caring, affectionate, outspoken and energetic child with a strong sense of right and wrong. Hannah had everything to live for.
In February last year, Hannah and her mother ordered hot chocolate with soya at this Costa Coffee shop in Barking in East London, but they were given cow's milk instead. She died within hours of sipping the drink.
Allowing people who serve food and drinks to retake an allergy training test 20 times is not acceptable. Treating allergy training as a tick-box exercise is not acceptable. My beautiful Hannah had only 13 years on this earth when she should have had many, many more.
Outside court, I asked Costa's representative if Hannah's family would receive an apology.
Will you be saying sorry? We will be saying sorry within our statement, yes, and acknowledging the family. Thank you.
That statement said, understanding how this awful situation occurred is in the interest of everyone. We have listened to everything the coroner has said this week and will carefully consider her comments. The coroner concluded today that there was clearly a major communication error and said that the root cause was a failure to follow processes around allergens. She said that her priority now was ensuring that a tragedy like this never happens again. 8 years ago, 15-year-old Natasha Etanin-Laperouse died after suffering an allergic reaction to a pret-a-manger sandwich. Her family's campaign led to a new law that requires greater allergen labelling. Her mother now wants the government to appoint an allergy czar.
Hannah had never had anaphylaxis before. OK, because quite often if you've never had anaphylaxis, you never think you will. And what happened is that medical professionals didn't recognise the signs of anaphylaxis, which is why Hannah's life could have been saved along the way.
Hannah Jacobs was described in court as being happy and lively, a teenager who had so much to live for and whose death was preventable.
Now, one thing the coroner was keen to stress today was the importance of education.
The issue of EpiPens specifically kept on coming up during the inquest. They are carried by people who potentially might have an allergic reaction. Now, sadly, Hannah and her mother weren't carrying one that day. It was a school day, and the school had a policy that you kept the EpiPen in school, but you didn't travel in and out with it. It's a policy that some other schools have adopted. Now, the coroner said today that she's going to be writing to the Department of Health and also the Department of Education around this issue. She said the issue of education was vital. Now, we also had in my report there that there are calls for there to be an energy czar to be appointed by the government. The Department of Health have told me this evening that they are in discussions around this issue and they are going to be considering any recommendations that are made by the coroner. But it is education that the coroner kept on said that needs to be addressed.
All right, Amy, thanks very much.